Oh, let's try that again. Okay, that's working properly now. I only had to like go and repair the antivirus and restart the computer and wait for ages and oh, wonderful technology. But either way, we're back. We're working. It's all good. So let's just head north. This is the next place we need to go to. Ooh, who are you? Ooh, you are the weird one, the barrel eyes. An avoid eye. Inside its eye, a perpetual pattern repeats. Red cyclones meld through shimmering green swells, the abyss burns through you. Ooh, a lamprey? No, viperfish, okay. That up there, then we can fit another viper. We can fit at least two more of these in. Ooh, and a collapsed viperfish. A rejection of the light, or a return of the waste of the deep. This. Oh, a new hooded figure. The violet robes mask their face completely. Fishermen, feed. They forget what they wanted to say. Feed the mouth. Reveals the scroll. They gesture to the top. They want a tarpon. We don't have one. That's another weird culty person we have to feed things to. Oh no. Need to try and find... Oh, the lights are off. Oh, I see lights. Yay, traveling merchant, I think. Indeed this is. Fish market. Got everything for 200. That's good. I'm fine with that. And then let's rest until morning. Yeah, so this is mangrove. So we do not have the right equipment to get anything from here. Well, that's something. Where we do need to go in the middle for this. There will be somewhere where there is an actual quest for this stuff. Another abandoned campsite. Some old fish suspended on a spit over a fire that was never lit. A pile of fabric gathered at the base of a large tree nearby. Someone left in a hurry. A nest of rags lies at the base of the tree. Someone slept here. The rags are covered in bark chips. There are symbols carved into the tree trunk above. There are 3 distinct sets of symbols. First, there's a book symbol under a wave, and then an arrow upwards. Am I going to need to make a note of these for somewhere? Okay, so there's a book symbol. Underneath a wave. Then an upwards arrow with a cloud over the whole thing. And the second set of symbols. 5 unfamiliar symbols mark the corners of a pentagram. The shape of a person is lying down in the center. And then the third set. A book symbol sits above a wave. A downwards arrow points from the book down through the wave. Okay. Well, I've made a note of them just in case we need them. There might be some puzzle or something to deal with them later. That looks like a... Wreckage of an old fighter plane lies buried deep in sand. Inside. Dog tags. Research. And a gold ring. Ooh. We have to go... Oh, come on. I did barely knock that. I did knock that. Okay. So, yeah. Whatever's going on here, is not a thing I'm wanting to be part of yet. I think that's a full circle. Yep, that is a full circle. There were no quests to find on the outside of this place. So yep, sprung a leak, we repair it. You're actually selling. You are not selling. Fish market. So I think we are actually going to have to go inside. Let's show you about the Twisted Strand. Not much, to be honest. Got inside just once, sailed into the lagoon behind us, and I thought I could go left, right, or straight ahead. The thing about the place seemed off. Through the fog, it looked like the trees were moving. I can't explain it. I turned around and sailed right back out. Sometimes use this spot to rest up for a few days. The sunrises are particularly striking through the haze. Never do any regular business here, of course. There's got to be somewhere of interest around here that isn't just get to the centre. Okay, so that is not just different coloured water, that is actually ground. There's something there. Okay, yeah, can't use that one. Okay, so loose debris. Do we have explosives on us? Yes, we do. Good. Oh, okay, so this was actually not the way we needed to go. It was just a place to get the extra refined bit. Yourself was the way. Oh, hello. So we need to get on the other side of this. I think. Ooh, message. Oh no. You want to go south? Can't go south. We're outside of the mangroves now, so we should be fine. We'll be fine. Or not. Vines are still trying to get us. We are on the outside. We aren't in there still. There should be the merchant around here somewhere. There it is. The hell was that thing we just got up? Mortar frame. A metallic base of a portable mortar. Why the hell did we get that? Is that going to just... Oh, hang on, wait, I wanted to move that over, because that gives us the weird fish. More often. Let's see, plan for the future. 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks. Well, yeah, that was the one that we just finished reading, so it's the same as what we had like right near the start, just with an extra bit of chance. That's a receipt for $50 for one silver necklace with emeralds on. Encyclopedia we don't need to worry about for now. We need to catch a tarpon for the weird figure. And then the usual stuff. Okay. And that's going to disappear when I go in here, isn't it? Not that I think I can sell it anyway. Or buy it anyway. Oh no, we still actually have access to it. Can we quickly find some fish to grab? Oh, she stopped selling that item. That's mangrove, we can't get that yet. Let's see. You still got it. It should just be enough to buy it. Good. So we are actually going to need to put in some effort now to get some more money because we've completely out, and we've got a new rod to buy. Reduce some terror a bit and rest. This is how fish trawling works, isn't it? Just round in circles all the time. Can we go out a little way and see if there's any abyssal fish we can pick up whilst we've got this current net on us? I mean, the current reel that we've got on us. Abyssal or hagelfish would be wonderful because they will probably give us some decent money. And of course, whilst we're going, we're still picking up the fish from the trawl net, which is wonderful. What are you? You have disappeared because it's getting too late. Oh, I can't even get them. You'll need the coastal rods for that. Oh, and that is a ghost ship. Something its horn coming for us somewhere. Right, mackerel and grey mullet. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. I think as well, what I'll do it before we rest. Do you have any 10 meat? There we go. If we're resting anyway, we might as well let those pots get a chance of getting some crabs in them. Never mind. So let's have a look at the shipyard. What does the mangrove rod cost? 315. Would have to take away might actually just take the trawl net off. Replace with that. Unless we can somehow find 4 pieces of research in the meantime. That is some scrap salvage, so we might get lucky and get something from out of here. Or not. And gone. Well, alongside a boat at anchor. There are signs of life on board, but no one appears to greet you. Call out. Almost immediately, a small slot in the door snaps open. A pair of frantic eyes peer out at you. Who goes there? A fisherman, a monster, or nobody? Well, I'm a fisherman. What do you want? Just seeing as you're okay. You seem okay. Very much not okay. Supposed to be delivering this package to Little Marrow, but I'm being stalked. A huge leviathan lurks in these deep waters. I've seen it. It hung in the water, its gaping mouth just below the boat. It would have swallowed the whole vessel whole if I hadn't bolted for the shallows. I'm not going any further into this accursed island chain. Well, I could deliver it for you. Courier pushes a lumpy brown package through the door hole. It squelches slightly as you take it in your hands. Dark fluid oozes from one corner. Thank you, stranger. This is bound for the dock worker at Little Marrow. Not sure what's inside, but listen, I know this sounds crazy, but I think I can hear the faintest of whispers coming from it. Now, I'm not supposed to be transporting live goods. Don't have the equipment for it. So just be careful with this thing, whatever it is. And what do you take this to? Again, an item emerges from the door hole. This time a book is pushed through and thuds onto the deck below. You pick it up. I'll be on my way whenever the coast is clear. Safe travels. We have a new book to read. Getting over it with mind and body. Bit more salvage. Broken monocle. And it might as well get this stuff whilst we're here, because we are going to Little Marrow, which is where the trinket vendor is. So all of these things we can sell. Money. There, dock worker. Got a package for you. Delivery, eh? Oh, it's a big one. Let me see. He takes the large package and examines it gently with his hands. He lifts it to one ear and listens for a while. He seems satisfied. Much appreciated, friend. Now, if you excuse me, wish me luck. He turns and hurries off down the dock without another word to you, or compensation. And we have got a relatively pitiful amount of stuff we can actually... 7 trinkets and 160 odd. But that's not very not very good money, if I'm honest. You're gonna be on... Yeah, that's... I don't get that either. Oh, there is a ghost ship. We're not gonna go that way. So let's fishmonger. Some fish in the nets. And the whaler sharks, that's that sold. Okay, so the mortar frame must actually be for a quest. Because we sold all of the trinkets and that stayed there. Let's repair that. Still need a bit more. That's fine. Storage, actually, let's not do that. Let's just put it straight into the dry dock. What do we want it in? Let's go with the cargo space first. None of you need refined stuff, so let's drop that refined metal in here for now. What do we need altogether? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 wood. There's a fair amount of it. And then +4 for the new hull. 1, 4, 7, 9, scrap. And then 1, 3, 5, fabric. And then for the hull, we'd need the 4 wood, 3 scrap, 4 fabrics, and the hard bit, the 3 refined. Of which we already have 2. I'll try and keep an eye out for a place we can get stuff from, because it would be nice to get some more. I mean, bearing in mind we have already been going for, like, I say long, we haven't been going for that long compared to what it should have been, tech issues and all notwithstanding. They'll have to see what happens. It would be nice to get at least a couple of the upgrades in this session. There was some, I think, wood over here. And it literally was a single piece. You need money. Fishmonger. There we go. That's got us enough now to get that mangrove one. Right, so let's uninstall the trawl net for now. And we'll have the mangrove. Now heading back up northwest. Oh, this was probably a bad move. With the time being what it is. That's small island chain that we don't care about at the moment. We just need to keep going. There we are. There is our light in the distance. Do a bit of quick money in case we need it for repairs. Market 177, wonderful. Okay. I'm not really sure what this is. Okay. It's not some kind of trap. Oh, these mushroom things in the water explode. Oh, okay. That's not good. Oh no, another list. We don't have any more. No, we don't have any more. The Gar? It is in fact a Gar. Ooh, something slithers into our cargo hold. So one of our fish is infected. Which will be the Gar, since it's the only one we've got. Yep, one infected Gar, which sells for hardly anything now. Shipyard repair. Let's buy another explosives. Really would like that, but we can't get it yet. And we have the best engine we currently need, or currently have access to. That's just more Gar. Oh, you have found us. That is not fair. Ow! Right for the engines as well. Buy another explosive just to be safe. Oh, didn't find this one before. Large man is watching you through the billowing smoke of a campfire, idly carving away at a wooden stake. He stands as you pull ashore. Stranger, from that look on your face, I'd say you've encountered the local wretches. Take a seat. You join him by the fire. Trying to rid them from of this accursed jungle ever since we wrecked here. The boys called them mind suckers on account of them affecting the mind. They made us see things, do things. I'd ask you for safe passage away from here, but not until after I've avenged my squadron. Some brothers went down in the fog, crashed into trees or ditched in the water. Those that survived rallied here, under the boughs of the giant tree. But it offered us scant protection. Before help could arrive, our numbers quickly dwindled, picked up by the fiends in the forest. I've met a few would-be rescuers over the years, but none would help me in the fight. Are you any different? I figured you'd be up for it. You have the look. Listen up. First, we need to find the last pieces of my squadron's mortar. Or the lost pieces. Then we can use that to bombard the beast. Other planes went down to the south, to the north and east of where we are now. I'll mark the possible crash sites. Let's see what you can salvage. So I found part of it. Still missing a piece. Keep looking. And how would you honour them? I have a few dog tags up on the tree behind me. And you got the ones I never found all the bodies. Okay. How to find any of them, I can add them to the tree. I didn't accidentally sell his... Yeah, I did. I think one of the dog tags that I had, I just sold thinking it was a trinket. Let's get out of there. You get us some money. A nice little trophy whilst we're at it. Which will sell for more money. That sells for 18 each. We've got 2 entwined mollets. Twisting tendrils sprout from the gill plates of this little fish. They heave in unison, moving the fish against its will. Sell that. Research. I'm going to save it until we can actually spend it all in one go. Because I wouldn't want to waste a few pieces here and there if we find out that for part of the mission we need to be able to go and do trawling with a different trawl net and we need the research for the trawling. Right, where are we heading? quite this way. We need to go around into there. Try and do this quickly before we start getting a bit too much terror. If I remember right, this was where this is where that bit was. Which we now have got the stuff to blow up. Gives us another way to get in here. Oh! Never mind. Good job we don't need any more explosives. Airman found parts of the mortar. Now while he works on assembling it, we can start getting on the next phase of the plan. We have noticed some contraptions in the lagoons. Assemble those traps for the hives, for the mine suckers. You just need to lure them in. Once they're in, you see, I can fire on them with our new mortar, and that will be the end of them. No more nightmares. We need to make 3 special baits from different combinations of fish. This one takes 3 fish from the area to make, so we need a gar and 2 one of those. So that looks like some kind of catfish. Okay. And it was another gar. And then I have no idea what the hell those things are. Okay. We need to go fish up. Oh, this is just a trinket. Well, there might be some dog tags. No. Let's... We needed a couple of these. At the very least. I think it was at least... It was 3 of these we needed. We'll steal those. Other fish that were there. The other fishing spots must have been for what's the word I'm after? Daytime only. That's what I was after. That's what I was after. But we needed a couple more gar. Don't think Sergeant Fish were on our list. But gar were. We needed 2 of those. So before these ones are wasted, let's go make sure that we've turned them in. Talk about baiting. The first one, we needed 1 gar and then 2 grey mullet. That's one. Wait for the second. Was another grey mullet and whatever the hell that is. We don't have. And then the last one. Oh, we didn't need another guard. We only needed the one. Okay. So we need what looks like a catfish of some kind. And then there might have been eels of some description. Maybe. Right, I think whatever it is, it's going to be that. That looks suspiciously like one of the things we're after. There's a fancy boot. Dog tags. Give to the guy. I have enough space for more salvage, hopefully. Oh, research part. Don't mind if I do. Make sure we are out of the mangroves so that we don't get caught by any vines trying to get us. And then around this corner we should find... There it is. There's the merchant. Right, so let's see. What we were working on the cargo first, weren't we? So that's 2 fabric down. What will be next? Let's go for the engine space. Three, 5, 6, 7 wood left. 9 scrap and 3 fabric. And a ton of money. Let's not forget that. The fish market, we don't need either of those. Oh, hang on, I know what we're going to have to do. We were going to need... uninstall that winch. Coastal and shallow. Oh, one way to find out. That was just another sergeant. Okay, so we can avoid those things. You're just Gar. You were Mullet. Mulgar. More Sergeant Fish. Oh no, they're not the right ones either. There's got to be something. So it's probably going to end up being that they're nighttime ones. Yeah, here we go. And we needed 2 of these. Right, I don't want that tarpon. It won't make us any money. If we get the hell away, right, and get back, or something else slithers in and risks ruining more catch. Okay. Go in and directly through. This is bait number 3 dealt with. And dog tag. Then trap number 3. Longfin eels, okay. It really would be nice if I could find out what that one was. Oh, and the getting over it was some more resistance to panic. That's nice. So we have to find somewhere we have got some kind of catfish. That's just more gar again. Ooh. And it's going to repair that, because knowing our luck, that will be the one that we need to actually use to get the fish that we're after. There's always the possibility as well that it could be one that we can only get via trawling. In which case, that would be annoying. Because both our trawl nets at the moment can only cope with coastal. Oh, you know what? Let's do it anyway. Either way, we've unlocked this bit. The trawl net. Let's uninstall that for now. The trawl net on. Sell the fish. She mentioned crab parts, which we should have out here. Big crab. The giant mud crabs. See how much they sell for. Not terrible. Let's repair them. Let's store them. Rest till morning. Yeah, think about it. If it is a catfish and this is a silt filtering trawl net, then this might be what we need to be doing. Because there was one on the last quest that had to be done via trawling. Come on, big catfish. That is not a catfish. Okay, it's left on its own accord again. Wonderful. Could also be a nighttime fish, I suppose. Because so far we've only got gar and tarpon out of this. Neither of which are what we need. There we go. Catfish. Yep, catfish. Right, the bait goes in one of the traps. He's marked them on the map. Yeah, I suppose that's everything now. We just need to wait until we're not going to get, you know, caught off guard. Don't want that terror. Load the trap with bait. And probably move away. Yay! We got one of them. Inside is the obliterated corpse of a mine sucker. The airmen will be expecting proof of success. Chunk of flesh. The rest of the carcass sinks out of sight. So, look, there is another trap. Around here, so there it is. Load the trap with bait. Probably get clear. More delicious chunk of flesh. And then we've got one more. Out to the north. It is. We have to go around. Ooh, clawfin gar. The new one. Okay, load the trap with bait. That. The last one. direction we're going. Oh, I just took the long way round. Brought you 3 delicious corpses. Hello, the tattered lump of flesh to the airman. It's almost unrecognizable, but you both know it couldn't belong to anything else. He pokes at it with his knife, testing the rubbery meat. He seems satisfied. Yes, this is one of the beast's. Progress at last. More to go, though. Oh, you have more. You drop the flesh onto the ground and he gives it a few slashes with the knife. It wobbles a little. Another one taken care of. 1 remains by my count. Let's finish this. Oh, you have more. You drop the large blooded carcass in front of the airman. His eyes fill with sadistic delight. Bends down and plunges his knife into the soft flesh. It falls away before the blade, revealing a glint of metal. With a sickening tear, he wrests it from where it was embedded in the flesh of the creature. He holds it aloft. You recognize it as a necklace, glistening in gore. Well, fisherman, some fortune at last. This ought to fetch a decent price from the right collector. Into the collector. Why don't you take it? A melancholic look comes over his face as he stood away from the corpse. And now, well, that's that, I suppose. What would you do? Can't say for sure. Thought I'd be asking you for an escort away from this place, but I'm somewhat of a home to me. Doesn't feel right to leave my brothers here. I think I'll stay a while longer. In the meantime, I can make some special bait for you. It ought to help with your fishing. Can be used to attract all manner of nearby species. Unlocked ability bait. Toss bait overboard to attract the local species. Okay. Need some fish from you first. Any type will do, but the more you give me, the more bait he can make. That's a neat way of doing it. The clawfin gar. Crooked talons hang from its fins. Periodically they shudder and come together, grasping like a hand. But convert all that. That is a lot. Okay, so if we fill it up, we can get a good 6 bait out of that. Doesn't matter. They go crazy for that stuff day and night. Doesn't seem to matter. All sorts of fish usually show up. Any shipwrecks? No, nothing that ends up here is... Okay. Ooh, a nightwing catfish. Hooked barbels seek out prey in the twisting mangroves. A once sluggish fish given haste upon crimson fins. Another spooky fish. Let's rest for a couple of hours. Okay. Now let's see. Where was that? No, not Steel Point. I think it was these little island. This little island chain. So southeast was where the guy was that wanted the food. I think it was around here anyway. Hmm. Pursuit. Between the Strand and Stellar Basin, oh, that was it. It was going to be the one, the west. Yeah, I keep expecting that blue whale to try and eat us at some point. What if he was slumped? Long robes billowing violently. Oh no! The person passed away. That means this figure in blue is probably dead too. I was not actually expecting them to die. We need to remember that for the next playthrough of this, I do. Do not accept the quests for the food until you have the food. Or at least know where to get the food. Well, so I suppose, time to summon the beast and return here. We have another thing. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find. Demands pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scraps on a dusty table, candle wax pooling in its corners. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding recompense as well. Once more he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot, knees on the verge of buckling. As he finishes speaking, you feel blood rushing back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plane on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Yes, tell us what atrophy does. This phrase instantly calls the closest shoulder fish, readying them for swift reaping. It can be heard from a great distance, so you need not be close to your victim. But the population is unlikely to recover from such a vile trauma. Use it sparingly. Are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course, as human as you are, which means we're not human, are we? Anything else? What are these relics? I largely don't, but I read the seas. I see the swells that give shape to the formless. I hear the waves that whisper secrets to the witnesses. I speak to the currents that hold a memory of all that they claim. Where should I look for them? Those to suggest it, but go, yeah, okay, we got that bit already. And tell us about Banish. Even though you've already told them to us, let's just skip through them, just so it stops showing up. I really would like more research parts, if I'm honest. Because you've got 4, 9... 14, 15, 16, 21, 24, 26, 28, 31, 33, 36, 40 more that we need to have all together to be able to research everything. Yeah, I'm actually going to try out the bait. Let's just drop it here. Okay, so it does actually, it just creates a fishing spot. Let's sell to the fishmonger. 550. Don't mind if I do. Actually, wait, no, we can't buy buy the weird little things from. Right, so that is just chuck that over now. And then let's atrophy in action. Oh, okay. That's annoying. That rock wasn't there when I started moving. Right, a voltaic grouper. Unknown green energy arcs and crackles over this fish's scales. It threshes ceaselessly, even hours after being pulled from the water. Right, let's go and get the ship fixed. It's really annoying that's where the light is going. I the wrong shape for any of the lights. Fabric. Just a lot of scrap stuff needed as well now. That's what the majority of what we need is now, is scrap and wood. Oh, and we don't even have the right equipment for these places anymore. Actually, no, I'm going to keep the trawl net out. Because it is just free money, essentially. One more bit of fabric should be enough. Oh no, we must have had grey eels already. Ooh, scrap, good. Please let us get 3, because then we can get that first upgrade that we were after. Damn, 2. Not quite enough, I don't think. But we can at least go and turn it in. Make sure it's not taking up our, valuable cargo space. Note. We need 7 scrap now. And 1 fabric. One 120, 320, 620, 775, which we have enough money for that. We just need to keep going and gathering all the bits and pieces we need. But I think I'll call it there for today's little session. We never did need those weird symbols after all, after I drew them. Yeah, I'll call it there. We've got another artifact dealt with. And at least got a good chunk of the materials we need for the upgrades. Tomorrow obviously is not a stream day, but I don't know, I might play this and just literally go around and hunt for scrap. Just go and find shipwrecks. Don't do any quests at all. Just go find items that we can use for the upgrades. Otherwise, that's going to have to be a thing we do on stream, which I don't mind doing that on stream, but I'll have to see how I'm feeling tomorrow, because I don't know how interesting it's going to be to carry it on stream, because it is a slow-paced game now. We're just going to be slowly collecting things. Plus, we've also got to think about the fact that we're going to need more for the final level as well anyway. We've only got one relic left to go. I mean, it's a little bit annoying that we screwed up a couple of these so far. We kept the dog rather than giving it to the scientist, which I took. That's something that I need to do at some point. Redo that. The figure in purple died, which means I'm assuming that also means that this one is going to be dead, which is a shame. But I can deal with those next playthrough, and well, I say I'll be able to do that on my next playthrough. Yep. I'll find a watch in Devil's Spine, and then that's all the collector's tasks done, which is our main goal. And then no fucking idea what happens after that, if I'm honest. And then it looks like there might be 4 sort of side quests that have been missed. There's going to be a couple of them filled up in the place we go next anyway. But there might have just been a couple that I've missed whilst going around, so I'll have to have a look for those maybe as well at some point. There's also things like these. Gee, what's our encyclopedia looking like? We're only halfway through the encyclopedia as well. Because we haven't done any of the volcanic stuff, which I think is obviously going to be the next place we go to is going to be volcanic. Yeah, Devil's Spine is volcanic area. Some of these are rod and trawler. In fact, most of them are to do with rod. So we can catch them all with rod. We don't need trawler. And even though we don't know what it is, it does actually tell us where to find it, what to use, and also when it turns up. I've only really been looking at that now. So looking at what we're missing so far, we've got 1 aberration of cod to find, 1 of perch. We haven't. I'm assuming that looks like tuna, and it's 2 aberrations. We need to find the sea bass aberration, and the aurora jellyfish aberration, and the firefly squid aberration. And then we have another weird one that we'll find a Devil's Spine in the ocean to find as well. Oh, and that just goes into the fact that these are the aberration ones. It's like the individual information of it. Yeah, we don't need that bit. Yeah, so there's still a fair bit to do. We've got to find the aberration of a sergeant fish, of a longfin. There's a couple of things that we haven't actually got yet as well. So that'll be something for me to work towards as well. So even if we sort of get to the point where we get that last relic, if we aren't done with the game, we can do some extra streams, finishing off all the little bits and pieces before we hand the last bit in. But until then, I'll call it there. Have a look who is online. No one who I really know enough to watch, so in Hatling's playing the new Sonic Murder game. But it's been going for a while, so I think I'll just call it there. So, thank you everyone for watching. As always, it's been fun. We've got a decent bit of progress done today, and we've got much more to look forward to. Tomorrow is no stream. It's Monday, so day off. The next stream will be Tuesday night, which will be more Adventures of Henry. And we'll actually remember what we were doing last week. I think we just did a bunch of the stuff to do with Pripyat. So we're gonna have to get that done. But that's Tuesday. So until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.